4 of the National Football League.
And center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Rams and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the second largest city in the U.S. Along with fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
You talk about this Rams defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Play action. Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they'll get this run past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Up the middle, it's Williams. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nolan Smith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one there, caught by Granson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Smith will come in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Defensively, Puna forward with a tackle there. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll look to throw again. Complete, it's Dodson. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Dillon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. To the right side, that's Whittington. The 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw is Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for our Rams. 1st down.
Now it's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Ethan Evans now.
Incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 33. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Ethan Evans on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now swing pass for Dillon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. There's a nice move. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They need 18 yards here on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. Stafford now to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again is Stafford. Slant to Adams.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Stafford. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 2-2 Atwell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Play action. Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 6. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 14. And an Eagles first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. After 19 yards.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, quick slant, Dotson. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. L.A. readies for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it's Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Rams first down.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
a gain of 21 yards. First down, Eagles.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
To throw is Stafford. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Stafford now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Here's Smith to return it.
Able to power through. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now it's Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
2nd and 5. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Dillon up the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
First down, Eagles.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
First down, Eagles.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts rolling to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Dotson in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Carter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Good for Rams. 1st down.
Now Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee.
And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this to the 26-yard line.
And the Rams 1st down. 1st and 10.
Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a game of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Now Stafford.
At the 35-yard line.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
3rd and 12.
Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
It's the turnover on down.
They'll run with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made